Hello, hi there, dear Librans. I do hope that you are well. Welcome to my channel. My name is Bella, and most people know me as Bella, the Secret Psychic. This is your love horoscope for August 2019. So I'm a psychic, I'm not a tarot reader. So I work with the help of my spirit guides to help you navigate through this month. So I've got a quick announcement before I crack on though with my reading. I'm away in August and part of September. I'm going to be in America, and so the YouTube videos for September will be late. So Libras, very interesting August, I have to say. Okay, what's coming out is, it couldn't be clear as mud, so I'm being honest with you. So firstly, just to backtrack a little bit. So in July, we had the Mercury retrograde. It ends on the 31st, albeit for the first 2 weeks of August, we will be in the shadow aspects of that energy, which means for some star signs, it will linger a little bit more, and it does for you guys, but in this way. So retrogrades can bring people from our past surprisingly forward for us to either reconnect with them or to disappear. The thing is, Libras, that happens in the first 2 weeks in the shadow aspects of your sign. What is coming across though as sticky, so for those of you who are single, it's easier for you, let's just say, because I feel here that you will do a lot of thinking about whether it's the right thing to do to go back with that person. I do get there's a lot of emotional conflict about whether you go back because of how the connection was and how it ended, and you will make a decision. And as most signs this month have been making their decisions, have been on their own mental and emotional well-being about whether it's going to be the right thing for them, whether this is going to be the better thing to do. If you're single, albeit that you will take your time, you won't know whether this is going to work for you or not. You'll be conflicted. You don't know whether you can trust them. You will make a decision, and it's going to swing either way. Some of you will say yes and some of you will say no, but you will leave the month feeling happy about it, whatever. But being honest with you, a lot of you feel like you want to explore this. If you're single, you will feel like you will want to explore it, because you'll feel like, wow, after all this time, and it feels right, why not? I still have feelings, why not? If you are the other type of Libra, where you are actually in a connection, long-term relationship, dating somebody, married, this is when it gets a little bit tricky, because again, on the same note, I don't think it's like, oh, hi, nice to hear from you, I'm married, see you later. You're like, you don't seem to mention it because or not straight away. You seem to get to that a little bit late because you're super intrigued with this person being back, and then super conflicted about whether you should explore this or not because you're with somebody else. It's made you rethink about the connection that you're with. Do I love them? Do I not love them? And remember, because we're in a retrograde, if you are coupled with somebody, sometimes the communication goes off. Sometimes you can focus just on the negative traits, which then means that when old people come back in, it of course looks like the other person is better, because the retrograde is making you have a poo-poo party on the person that you're with. So what I want to say to you, and it is shown that you will be squirming, do I be deceitful to the new person? Do I cheat? Do I not cheat? Do I say yes or no? Why do I have these feelings? Do I hate the other? Like, you're going to be confused, I'm not going to lie, but please don't make a decision until after the 10th, because you may regret it. Like, after the 10th, if you still feel a certain way about the new or the old person, you'll be clearer out of that energy to know that it truly was your decision and not because you were being influenced by the retrograde. It's so important. So you've got this dilemma with this other person coming back. So a lot of you are seriously considering wanting to leave your current partners for this person. I think it becomes more difficult if you're married to somebody, because it feels like a bigger thing. I think if you're just dating somebody, you'll feel that transition will be easier to make. I guess the question, I just asked my guides, I just said to my guides, is it worth them going for the other person? Because even that person is back, is it worth it? And they're saying it can work. If I'm being honest with you, it's not like huge bells and whistles. It's like there is a feeling of grass could be greener a little bit. It's not coming up as terrible, like the person hasn't changed completely. There is a positive change in them, but I'm not getting like this is forever and ever. So it's something else to consider. If you're going to leave a long-term relationship for something that might last 6 months, is it worth it? Like, think about it. But anyway, it's going to be your choice. And I say that because it's coming across that a lot of you probably will. Ah, my goodness me, getting me. Third week. Like, I'm going to be super honest with you, Libras. I don't even think that, like, I think you'll make the mental decision with that person. Some of you will be honest and say I'm in a connection. Some of you will not. You're going to hide the fact that you're with somebody because you want to suck it and see. So you're going to then take the talking to let's now see each other and do stuff, but you're still not communicating because you've made one decision, but you want to see how you want to see it for what it is before you make the longer term. And I think that you're doing that to be sure that if you're going to risk leaving the other connection, gosh, Libras, like some of you I'm sure be watching going, I'd never do that. I don't know. You might. Like, but Libras, you're like, you feel like, because the rest of the month there's no conflict, there's no arguments, you're not like revealing secrets, you're not upsetting other people, you're not even like, it feels to me like if you do choose to then take it further with this person that's come forward, even though you're in a connection, you ain't telling anybody just yet because you want to feel secure, and you pretty much do that for the rest of the month. So we're gonna have to see what happens the next month, whether you make another choice, change your mind or whatever. But this is why I say to you, whatever you decide, make the decision after the 10th, because you could realize it's a mistake. Because it's not coming across as an offensive connection, it will feel right, and so you will feel like going for it. But at some point you can't keep sucking and seeing it for a while. You have to make a decision, but it certainly doesn't feel like you make that decision in this month. So I do hope that's been helpful for you today. I'll be back in September, and you all take care. Do let me know how it goes.